My name is Tokez, and this is my HUD story.
They say the truth is hard to swallow and even harder to digest it. I learned you don't have to live it at all to die by the sword, and even a pawn has potential to become the most powerful piece on the board.
But it's always surrounded by wetness. My body is a sponge.
Birds chirp in New York.
She's been swallowing pain whole like Tylenol, seeking refuge from her.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, Mrs. De La Rosa, Lady De La Rosa. I'm here today with you, alongside Mr. Diamond Cash. We're here to talk about universal voices. What is universal voices, you may ask? It is a group of poets coming together to talk about their story. Because nowadays, a lot of rappers get the fame, they get out there, and they have a story to tell too. But what about these poets? They need to be heard, right? So we went around New York City, different areas, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Long Island, wherever. And we met up with these fabulous spoken word artists that have their story to share with you. I hope you guys listen carefully, because this is coming from their heart. It isn't just words, but it comes from the heart. And they took their time out to share this story with you. So take your time, listen to what they have to say. Alright? Here we go. Thank you, Mrs. De La Rosa. My name is Tokez, and what do I love about poetry? I could be myself, where I understand myself, and no one can tell me what to write. Why do I like writing poetry? I could be me, duh.
Yo, what's up? I'm Cecil, aka Prolific, and I write poetry because I got a message that I'm trying to get out to the world. Like, we could be a better place if a lot of people start thinking about the right things, and all you got to do is put that into art, and everyone's gonna understand you. Because no matter what language you speak, art is universal. It goes on every country, on every continent. So that's what you got to do if you really want to speak out. And what makes me write poetry? There's nothing better to do, real talk. I mean, I could be out partying, I could be out doing who knows what, but hey, that's what I do, and that's what I like to do. Feel me?
I like poetry because it is in a creative way to let go, to free your mind, to feel better about yourself. What makes me write poetry is life experiences that I have that I just want to get over with, or that I want to celebrate, or that I want to remember. And I think that's pretty much it.
The thing I like about poetry is that it speaks to me. It's always felt accessible. Like, I didn't have to have a lot of money or drive an expensive car or have a fancy purse for the words to speak to me. The reason I write poetry is because it's my responsibility and my gift. We all have our calling in life, and in this lifetime, I like to consider myself a modern day griot, tasked with the opportunity to give voice to the people, which means I have to be courageous enough to sit with a pen and share my voice.
So the thing I like about poetry is versatility. You know, how you can connect it with all different genres of art, you know, bring them together as one. And basically what makes me write is things in life, you know, whether it be the struggles, you know, the beautiful things about it, the socio-political events going on, you know, and important things in life, which is a lot of things, you know. So that's really what I write about, what inspires me to write.
Travis Little here, I'm just free talking. Somebody asked me what I like about poetry. Poetry is a freedom. It's like this bird that can just fly and just takes you anywhere. And not only you can free yourself, you can free other people. It's like a power. Poetry is a movement. It's like the battery you put in people's back. You feel me?
What I like about poetry is the rhyme scheme and the deepness of it, or some of it.
The struggle, people. Sometimes you can't paint a picture. I can't do this. Not this. But I can talk about it. I could paint my words to make a picture. So that's what I do. Paint pictures for people. Because sometimes people need reality checks, you know what I mean?
I write about, what inspires me to write poetry is just life itself, life experiences, and just creating.
Poetry is more than a way of life to me. Poetry is my very bane of existence. It's more than hip-hop, it's more than writing, it's more than breathing in oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide. Poetry is who I am. It's who I'm not, it's who I was before I came who I am, and it's who I'm going to be.
What do I like about poetry? That's a damn good question. It's a lot of things, but I'm gonna try my best to keep my answer simplified. One of the things I like about poetry is the whole teaching aspect, because what people fail to realize, poets are teachers. Poets are damn good teachers. They tell you about everything. They teach you about history, they teach you about the arts, they teach you about love, they even bring you up to speed about hate.
I do this poetry, shit, I couldn't even tell you. It's just the only thing that makes sense to me. Poetry is.
A lot of people used to ask me, well, they still ask me to this day, why do I write poetry? I write poetry because I need to get a lot of things off my chest. Granted, I may not be like other poets who got the signature pieces, who have the injustice pieces, who have the love pieces, the black love pieces, the revolutionary pieces, the black power pieces. I may not have all that, but I definitely still write poetry for the simple fact is I need to get my mind off a lot of things. I'm an Aquarius, I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you, and I stay up all night thinking a lot. And all my thoughts sometimes need to be put on pieces of paper, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose my fucking sanity.
My name is Tokez and this is my hood story. 175, where I'm from, yeah, that's my territory. The school of hard knocks, the streets are hard rocks, we're moving like it's inventory. The sounds of gunshots that make your ears pop, so the feds be on bird watch. Listen as I tell the story. See each life have a few tears, we pray we see each year, each prayer has a new fear. God, please do this favor for me. Tell my ones who ain't make it that if I do make it, then we gon' make it, just watch and see. My name is Tokez and this is my hood story. 175, where I'm from, that's my territory.
They say black men are all proud with no basis. I don't even have the right to emotional greatness. We're shown to be losers. Our victories are ancient. In history books, they want to take us out the pages. Barely on the margin, we're marginalized. But when one of us does a crime, see the articles fly. We're composed of evil, even our particles lie. We should stay inside the shells like a barnacle might. Clinging to a rock, watch the sarcasm off of me. I don't want your pity, I don't care what you offer me. I like sharing, but you could do it all for me. Step inside your shoes, a hypocrite's what I want to be. Probably, by now the government is on to me. They think I want to steal supporters, hurt the economy. The only thing I steal is an opportunity for all my enemies to finally be through with me. Check it.
I heard a poet refer to her body as a crime scene. My body is a crime scene. My body still has a slight scent of virgin blood from 7 years ago. My body is an asylum. So many souls have entered here, left their faces behind my eyelids, scribbled their names on my skin. My body is not a secret. It is today's gossip. My body is a used up condom left in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Long Island. My body is not an island, but is always surrounded by wetness. My body is a sponge, always absorbing things like fingers, tongues, penises. My body does not have a penis, but it took down two at the same time and they loved it. My body is not to be loved by everybody, but everybody's trying to love my body. My body has your son calling me, has your father calling me. My body is still your boyfriend's favorite one night stand. My body once belonged to my mother. It almost became a mother. My body was once her masterpiece. It has turned to a bargain item. It has turned to a biggest problem. My body's biggest problem is being a walking suicide note. It needs help, but refuses to ask for help. My body needs to keep fighting. I need to keep fighting.
Fishing, swimming with different religions. Endings, beginnings, keep spinning no matter who's winning. Flipping parables, películas, just so we can see out lies that defy what's undivided like a you to an I.
I love chess, but for the life of me, I cannot confine myself to 64 squares, 32 black, 32 white, and 16 pieces. But you see, here's the thing about chess. Pawns. You get to sacrifice them, turn them into queens, turn them into other different pieces. I increase my straightforwardness like rooks, and I cut corners like bishops. And here's the beauty about queens. A lot of people fail to pay attention to the power of the queen, which is why they got them running amok like nasty bitches and whores. But me, I'm not gonna do that to my queen. And a lot of people got it in their head that the king is the most important piece. While it's true that you must protect your king, you still must also protect the queen as well as your other pieces. Chess.
Most possess the potential, they just lack the essential utensils. But I drop gems, so you should use the jewels that I lend you. First off, forget all you were taught. There's a need, I believe I can help spark an original thought. Cause I create constant friction with my conscious diction, so you no longer have to be a contradiction, just living to die. See, there's more to life before it passes, and the masses, they're not blind, they can see through their eyes, their vision is just blurry. But no need to worry, cause I spit such descriptive scriptures that they paint perfect pictures. And once you better your vision, you can make better decisions to better your living. Cause my words give birth to revolutionary ideas and the thoughts of my peers. You're impregnated off the mere presence of my soul. I got that immaculate conception flow. I'm exceptional, but they fear me cause I resemble my father. Brain of a scholar, heart of a martyr. See, my pops had a way with words. He used it to chase the girls. I'll use it to change the world. Cause once my compassion is lit, nothing surpasses. My passion is spit. It's enough to go around. Don't need to ration this shit. But see, I like to take a break from my story and recognize all those that God called up before me. Can I please have a moment of silence for those lost through unnecessary violence? Rest in peace to William Cooper especially, murdered in cold blood by Apache County deputies. You were what most only pretend to be. And for that, I'm picking up where you left off. And for Malcolm and Martin King, I'm doing the same thing. But see, I'm not name dropping for the applause. I'm just trying to show you what you lost. They say I got some pretty big shoes to fill, but they fit me just fine. And I ain't even hit my prime. Throughout time, they've been playing the same sad song, and we ain't even called up and requested. They say the truth is hard to swallow and even harder to digest it. I learned you don't have to live it at all to die by the sword. And even a pawn has potential to become the most powerful piece on the board. It's just that many people are stuck in their ways, afraid to break a bill because they can't handle change. I'm just trying to show you a way, not the path that I see fit, the one you pay for yourself once you learn this shit. But see, you gotta beware of those trying to distract you with an illusion of truth. That's what illusionists do. See, some things can't be proven, so here's a pen and a pad, you draw your own conclusion. I got my philosophy, but they can't properly interpret my ideology, so they pass it off as arrogance. Please, don't get it confused like most do. I'm destined for greatness, it's so true. Then again, so are you.
When the birds chirp in New York, they sound like they got Tourette's. Maybe because the grass is covered in concrete, which got everybody stressed. Or is it when the birds chirp? They mimic the sounds of automatic text, letting off wrongs, finding new homes in little boys' chests, like chirp, 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 chirp. Follow that tweet. Follow that tweet. What's next? The aqua moment of silence? Well, you could probably hear the cries of Trayvon's mother in Horizon, clinging her little boy to her breast. Remember the last time she did, she was probably giving milk, praying to God he won't become another street's victim, you see. On the real, I could have been you and me. Birds chirp in New York. They be sounding like they got Tourette's. Maybe because the chicks be telling them, please, don't leave the nest. Because they got dudes out here that will come after your neck, taking your egg and have the yolk exposed on the sizzling concrete for breakfast. Or do they tell the birds, please, don't leave the nest? Because honestly, they got niggas out here that just want you for your legs, thighs, and breasts. See, you the new meal when the dogs run out of dog meat to eat. Follow that tweet. When the birds chirp in New York, they sound like they have Tourette's. Maybe because their world is filled with drama. See, they young and they restless because NYPD patrols in the city streets like minimum security prisons. The birds be chirping at us like, nigga, you don't know what it means to be free. When was the last time you flew like me? Now I understand why the caged bird sings. I'm just free talking. Alright, cool.
Acknowledgement. Don't we all want it? TikTok time likes to play with fool's gold. But fool's gold is nothing more than yellow piece of construction paper to 8-year-olds. Shout out to all the 8-year-olds with glasses in their teeth and braces in their eyes. Braces. Brazo, bravo, my brother. Abrazo y besito, bestie. Blow me a kiss, but only from the purest windstorm, rainwater. If you do it after you finish crying, I will never finish dying. I am stuck in a cycle of birth and death, and you know what's next, but it's all love, baby. All is love, and love is all, but love is blind and doesn't need contact to see you make contact and put you on your crack. Quick acts, make deep facts. Last name Moss, not Moss. That goes on the word, a word that rhymes with Ross, just moss, green, ivy, poison. That girl is oaky, poison oaky. How many poisons can you name without Google? I can name several. They are greed, lust, anger, sloth, gluttony, pride, and a plethora of others just to mention. Those are the same assassins that took my father before I even got a chance to know him. I used to want to be one. And Russian roulette, is it a roulette from Moscow? Because you rush to die faster than anyone can explain how. Explain what? Explain this. What I said is what I said, and what I said is already been said by somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard my cell phone ring in so long. Phone finally rings, I go to answer it, and of course it's my mom. I sigh, made anxious by the sight, then in sheer fright I sent that shit straight to voicemail. Jump ship, fail. Rude act, cause me, I'm weak and I'm frail. But now I can hear her on the other line wailing, calling all her friends and comparing for years. She's been swallowing pain whole like Tylenol, seeking refuge for her tired soul and aching heart. And now she's unraveling at the seams and everything's falling apart. It's funny though. This whole time she thought that she's been playing her part, but she's been lost, hiding from herself from the very start. Yeah. I miss the sound of her voice, but forced, left with no choice, I had to divorce the visions that the Cosbys lived in. Loved ones are susceptible to sin, disease, disaster, or tragedy. I should know. My mother's an alcoholic trapped, too blind to see me. I feel empty within, Teniece. Secret wishes in the wind, seeking a mother's love, but unaware where to begin. Shit, I'm unaware where to be again. She cries softly behind closed doors, overwhelmed by her challenges and her dark fast endure. But pressure busts pipes and I can stomach no more. So my quiet tears fall from dark, endless skies to the floor. I'm alone, lost among all these convoluted thoughts, and my mind has me asking aloud to the heavens, why can't I help her? Why won't she stop drinking? Why? Confused and questioning life's rules while she's accompanied by her companion, a lonely bottle of booze. Seems the answer to her problems, but still hasn't solved them, cause it's the root of the abuse. Of course she can't speak that shit cause it's truth, hiding behind the guise that she's able to maintain. But even in her silence, I can hear and feel her pain. So now you know why we don't speak on the phone, because there's just too much that goes unspoken. And I'm guilty too, because I can't hide the frustration in my tone, leaves me gasping and choking, so I choose to be elusive, because I have no control over her usage time and time again. She chooses to drink and I lose. I know I can't control her actions, but at the same time, I am sickened by my own hate-filled avoidant reactions. I want to hold her, not scold her. I need her. I need her. I need her. And trust me, I told her. The phone rings again. I know it's her, so I play dumb and ignore it. It's like I don't have the nerve or the courage to move forward, because I'm thinking to myself, she doesn't deserve this. So drowning in remorse, thrown off course as my cell phone rings, bringing thoughts of time past. It's a bitter aftertaste, because after all it still lasts. I'm caught in play, lost in dreams at night. I thought, this too shall pass, shall one day be right. Close my eyes at night, hoping, wishing, and praying everything will be alright. One day, I'ma make it right. I know it. Hates when we fight. We're gonna find the light. Show it. A friend once told me to never give up hope, because people wake up every day. In December 2009, my mother consumed her last drink of alcohol. Her decision, our joy. One day at a time.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Those were dope poets. So now it's your turn. Yes, your turn. As of now, starting right now, it is your turn. I want you to be involved in this movement. Hit me up right now. KOUNTJAY@yahoo.com. Let you know that you have a voice. This is like a cipher, but it's kind of different too. So it's like, you see how I recorded these poets in different locations? So that's how it's going to be. So also, if you can't if you don't memorize none of your poems, or if you're a bad memorizer, it's alright. It's no problem. So what I want to talk about is, for the location, what's going to happen is I'll come to you. Whatever location you want to meet at, doesn't matter. I definitely come to you. You spit your poem, and that's it. Let you know that you have a word, whatever spoken word title. Definitely. So, Universal Voices, you already know, Diamond Cash, and you're over and out.